tonight. So I would say we'll start seated, and you can just find a comfortable seat and let your hands rest on your knees or on your thighs, wherever that's comfortable for you. And then just close the eyes. We're going to start with a couple of shoulder rolls. So with the eyes closed, take a breath in and roll the shoulders up to the ears. And then release them down the back. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, drop down. Last time, inhale up. And exhale, drop down. And with the shoulders actively descending down the back, take a moment to tap into the rest of the body as you feel weight down through the outer edges of the feet, through the sits bones, feeling muscles release deeply around bones. And starting to tap into the breath. Noticing your breath in as it rises, and your breath out as it releases and falls. Using your inhale to become aware of any spaces and places that might need a bit of extra attention today. And using your exhale to soften around those places. Imagine them melting. And then see if you could perhaps elongate your inhale and your exhale. So breathing in until you reach all the way full. Breathing in until you feel completely empty. No more air could release. And really notice the pause at the top of your breath. And again at the bottom of your breath. And using this elongated breath cycle, as you breathe in, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Hold them there until you reach full. And as you breathe out, release the shoulders down the back. Keep actively dropping them down until you reach empty. Next breath in, simply allow the crown to lengthen upward, keeping the shoulders released. And as you breathe out, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, interlacing your fingers, drawing the heels of the hands down around the base of the skull. Feel the elbows wrap around the temples to create a little bit more pressure, a little bit more stretch. And continue to breathe here. Perhaps every exhale, allow the chin to drop even deeper. One more full breath cycle here. And slowly release your hands to your knees as you roll your left ear to your left shoulder. As you breathe in, take the left hand up over the right side of the head, giving a little bit of downward, outward pressure toward that left shoulder, feeling the stretch come deep across the right shoulder and trapezius muscle. And perhaps, just to get deeper into that trap on that side, bring your chin down toward the left collarbone a bit. You'll feel that come deeper into the back of the neck. Relax the hand down, release the chin to the chest, and find a full breath in. And a complete breath out. Slowly roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Taking the right hand up over the left side of the head. And maybe tucking that chin toward the collarbone. Slowly release the hand, let the head hang heavy. Keep the head down as you take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, pressing the knuckles down and back, and squeezing the shoulder blades toward one another as you create a little bit of pressure in between those blades, kind of massaging out those muscles. And slowly relax your hands, level the head, opening the eyes as you allow the arms to rise up. Interlacing fingers, press the palms up and back. Let the elbows soften a bit to release the shoulders from the ears. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift and lengthen over to your right side. Now, if you do have tension in the traps, you might feel this a little bit more through that right shoulder blade. Inhale up and exhale over to your left side. Good. Inhaling up, and as you exhale, you're going to release. Take a twist here. Right hand over left knee, or yeah. And coming back through center, switch sides. And slowly release. Taking the hands to those knees. One more time, roll up, hold here, and then release down. Open up the chest as you fold over your knees. Just starting to get into the hips a little bit. And then push the hands into the knees as you round the spine up. Inhale, lengthen, open across the chest. Exhale, fold. Stay here, long spine, breathe in. Round it out, breathe out. And finally, we're just going to come to relax those shoulders, kick those legs behind you, coming up onto hands and knees, finding your tabletop pose. And we're going to actually start in a cat back. So really round the spine up, tuck the chin deeply, and push your hips back towards your heels. From here, push over towards your right heel with your right hip. Slowly come back through center. Send that left hip toward the left heel. And slowly come back to center, finding neutral spine. Let the left hand set into the center of your mat and lift up through the right. As you breathe out, you're going to twist. Good. Breathe in to reach up. Breathe out to twist. Last time, breathing in, reach up. As you breathe out, you'll land to shoulder and temple, reaching the left fingertips out. And you'll feel just a little bit of lengthening over the left side body. Slowly send that left hand back underneath your elbow. Reach all the way up to the right one last time. And then allow that hand to come back. Now center, right hand to center. Left arm reaches, breathe in. And breathe out, twist. Good, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, twist. Last time, rise. As you twist, you'll land shoulder, land temple, reach right fingertips forward. Sliding that hand underneath your elbow, reach all the way up to your left. And then set that hand down right under the shoulder. Find cow belly as you draw the belly down, lengthen the chest forward, take a breath in. And round that spine out, breathe out. One more time, drop the belly, lengthen the chest, breathe in. Round your spine, breathe out. Walk your hips back towards your heels, finding a child's pose and flipping the palms upward. So thumbs are facing out now. If the forehead does not comfortably reach the mat, you can take a block underneath or some stacked books. But wherever you are, feel the shoulders roll open. Two more breaths here. And slowly rise up. Walk the hands back so you're standing on your knees. We're going to take the arms out like the letter T, and then take the left arm under the right arm and just take a hug here. So you're wrapping around, and we're going to lift the chest up and open as you breathe in, and then round the upper back as you breathe out. So you're pushing the shoulder blades back. Inhale, lengthen up shoulder blades, draw down the back. Exhale, push the elbows forward, push the spine out through the blades. Good, inhale. And exhale. Now as you inhale, everything rises, arms reach up. Exhale, this time right under left. Lift your chest, breathe in. Round that upper spine, breathe out. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last time to inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Tuck your chin this time. Stay here for a full breath. And slowly rise back up to neutral. Taking the arms up, you'll reach the right hand down, left arm will come up and over. So right hand is going to reach down toward the outer knee. Feeling that stretch over the side of the waist. Rising up through center, both arms lift. Left hand reaches down for outer knee. Right arm reaches to the left. And slowly right back through center. Take the hands down to the earth. Now, if the shoulders are problematic today, I would advise taking child's pose rather than down dog, but we are going to find our way to either of those positions. And if the shoulders can handle it in down dog, think about wrapping the armpits in toward one another and letting the chest sink back toward your thighs. And if you are in child's pose, go ahead and take the flip of the palms so that you can feel that opening across your shoulders. From here, we're going to come to the top of our mat. So if down dog, you walk up. If child's, you end up there. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Let the arms come out like the letter T and push up through the backs of the palms. Feel like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Stay here. Reach even more. Hold 3, 2, and on 1, reach up. Lock your thumbs overhead. As you lock your thumbs overhead, again, we're reaching now to the right. So a lot of side waist opening here, creating length through that musculature to release through the back. Breathe in to lift up. And breathe out, reach over now to your left side, excuse me. Good. Inhale to come through center. As you exhale, hands to the hips. Step back into warrior 1 with your left foot. And allow the right knee to bend. Good. From here, sweep those arms up. And as you exhale, open like cactus arms. So you have those goalpost arms, and again, squeezing that imaginary pencil between the blades. You're drawing back through those elbows. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Release your hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Draw the knuckles down and back, lift the chest tall, and slowly fold over for humbled warrior as you ring out through the shoulders. Slowly we'll rise and reach up back to warrior 1. Open across the chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, hands will frame the foot. You step back into your plank pose. Now in your plank pose, we're going to take these scapular push-ups. So you'll draw the chest down through the shoulders, letting the blades come up off the back. Push and let the blades hug the back. Draw down, push up. No bending in the elbows. Last time, draw down, push up. Find your way to downward facing or child's. On your next inhale, we'll come to meet at the top of the mat. Lengthening here, halfway lift. Stay in this halfway lift with soft knees. Arms come out wide. This time, thumbs face up, palms face forward, and you push the palms back to the back of the room. Holding 3, 2, and on 1, reach up. Send your right foot back into warrior 1, bending into that left knee. Good. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. Open through the elbows, cactus arms, breathe out. Staying with your breath, really thinking about belly button into spine, and then interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the knuckles down and back as the chest lifts tall, and fold over as you wring out those shoulders, humbled warrior. Head hangs heavy here. Slowly rise on the inhale. Open the arms on your exhale. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, frame your foot, step back to that plank pose. Now your scapular push-ups can be done from knees as well. Just let the chest draw down, shoulder blades lift up. Chest lifts up, shoulder blades draw onto the back. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Meet back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Let the head hang heavy or release to the earth, depending on which pose you're in. And just take a full breath in and a complete breath out. As you inhale, find your way to the top of the mat. This time, peace fingers, first and second finger, are going to reach between the big and second toe, and you're going to hook around that big toe. Lengthen your chest, halfway lift here. Bend the elbows and fold forward, letting that head hang heavy as you shake the head yes and no. Releasing tension through the neck. And slowly drop your hips like you're sitting in a chair and round your spine all the way up to stand. Sweeping the arms up as you come to stand and stepping back with the left foot, crescent lunge, back heel lifted. Good. Lot of pressure through the shin on that right foot and back through the heel on the left. As you breathe in, the arms will come up, palms stay together. Bend the elbows and take them to the, I'm just going to come down so you can see, take them to the nape of the neck. Good. From there, lift the chest up and feel that opening right across the chest and a little bit of squeezing between the blades. Breathing deeply and fully. Inhale, arms rise. As you exhale, right hand to the knee, left hand to the earth or blocks or books. And you're going to twist open, sending your right elbow toward the rib cage. Feel that roll the shoulder open. Now you can stay here or you can come to fingertips. Keep breathing. You can stay here or you can lift up to a twisted crescent, arms wide. So you use belly strength to get there. As you inhale, come right to center. Take the hands to the chest and we step to the top of our mat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands through center chest, right foot drops back, crescent lunge. Pressing forward through the shin, back through the heel, breathing deeply. Inhale, palms rise. Exhale, thumbs to nape of neck. Again, just finding that little stretch there. I'm just dropping so you can see. Lift up, feel a tiny back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, left hand to the knee, right hand to earth, blocks or books. And you find that twist. Elbow drawing in toward ribs on the left side. Now we have a lot of support happening in that right hand. Let's take some of that support away and pull the belly in instead, coming onto fingertips. More belly strength, we rise up into a twisted crescent, not forgetting to breathe here. Inhale to come to center. Exhale, hands through center chest. We step that right foot up. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, fold. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Plant those hands and step back. Plank or tabletop with knees down. 3 more scapular push-ups. Draw down and lift up. Draw down, lift up. Last time, draw down and lift up. Everyone will drop the knees if they're not there already. Let the hips come over your knees and walk the hands forward to your first happy puppy. So you walk those hands forward and let the chest drop down through shoulders. If your traps are really tight, you will feel this in the traps here. Slowly coming down onto your belly. Let the forearms come to the floor. With forearms on the floor and elbows slightly forward of the line of the shoulder, you're going to let your upper arm bones come up to the ears and let your head drop heavy off of the neck. You should feel a little Vulcan grip action through the traps here. And if you don't, walk the elbows in toward one another. Reconnecting with that long, slow breath. And use your inhale to notice where you're feeling sensation. Using your exhale to release and soften around it. Slowly release by pressing into the forearms. Take the hands out to the sides, tense the fingers, elbows come wide over your wrists. Drop into your left shoulder as you look over the right shoulder. Inhale to center, drop into your right shoulder as you look over your left shoulder. One more time through center, looking right. One more time through center, looking left. Right back to center, hands underneath your shoulders, thumbs by ribs. Come all the way through tabletop and back to child's or down dog. Again, head hanging heavy here. Taking your gaze to the top of the mat, find your way up and lengthen here, halfway lift. Release into your fold. This time, hands are going to interlace behind the back, knuckles draw down, ring out as you come into this deep forward fold, head hanging heavy. And slowly relax your hands, roll up one vertebrae at a time with soft knees. Letting the arms come up as you reach the top. Stepping back through the left, hey, almost fell over, left foot into your crescent lunge. Arms are high, good. This time you're going to take your left arm under your right arm. You have that hug option, or you can twist into eagle wrap so the forearms wrap. Wherever you are, elbows are reaching up, shoulder blades are drawing down. Take a breath in And on your exhale, tap your elbow to your knee. Feel rounding through the entire spine, so push through the shoulder blades. Inhale, nice, flat, long spine lift. Exhale, round all the way through the shoulder blades. Inhale one last time. And as you exhale, round, make that connection, or try to, elbows to knee. Bend both knees, fly into your little wrapped airplane pose. So eagle, flying eagle here. And then slowly drop right foot next to left, sweep your arms up. And take the hands through center chest as right foot steps back to crescent. Settle into your foundation. Sweep the arms out like the letter T. And take the right arm under the left arm this time. Yep. Pushing fingertips or elbows up, drawing shoulder blades down the back. Deep breath in, we rise. Full breath out, we round and tap. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we round and tap. Last time to rise. Round and tap. Stay here, try and make connection, hollowing the belly out to come deeper into that rounding. And then both knees bend, lift up, flying eagle or bound airplane pose. Stepping that right foot to meet the left, inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold forward. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Plant those hands and step back, plank pose. From your plank, the knees are going to come right to the earth, and you're going to walk out into happy puppy once again. Each happy puppy you take should allow you to come a little bit deeper. So there will come a day where perhaps the forehead rests on the earth. Might not be today. Perhaps the chin or maybe even the chest. But breathe across the chest and the space between the blades. And then slowly come all the way down, releasing the forearms down to the earth. You're going to take your right arm and extend it out in front of you. Take your left arm and thread it under. And then as the left fingertips slide across the floor forward, your right fingertips forward, left fingertips to the opposite side of the room. So you're creating this compression through the chest, and you're creating a stretch across the back of that left shoulder. If the forehead does not meet the floor here, just tuck your chin enough that you can feel a release to neutral in your cervical spine and the neck. Imagine you're hugging that invisible grapefruit. Slowly slide that right hand back. Unthread the left arm and take it out in front of you. Let that right arm thread under and reach forward through left fingertips, across with right fingertips. Again, forehead can release down, or at the very least, imagine squeezing that little grapefruit just enough to hold it snug. Slowly slide that left hand underneath the elbow, unwind. We're going to take the hands under your shoulders, rise through tabletop to either downward facing dog or child's pose. And just let your head drop either to the floor in child's or heavy in down dog. As you breathe in, look forward to your thumbs. And as you breathe out, walk up to the top of your mat. Lengthening to a flat back. Release and fold. Rise all the way up, reach. And step back through that left foot. Crescent lunge once again. Sweep the arms high. We're going to dip into that back knee and twist to your right side. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, dip and twist. Good, last time, rise. Now, as you dip and twist, you're gonna land into that left knee. So now you're in a low lunge. Good. Still twisted in the upper body. Reach those left fingertips forward over the right knee and drop either wrist, forearm, or elbow outside of the knee. From there, twist deeper. If the elbow is to the knee, plant the palms. Use that traction to wring out even deeper. And slowly release. Take the hands to the earth. Curl your back toes under. Come to a supported lunge as that left knee lifts up off of the earth. And then step back into your plank pose. Lift your hips up. Find downward facing dog with the head hanging heavy. Slowly take the gaze forward to your thumbs. Walk to the top of the mat. Lengthening up, halfway lift. Good, release and fold. Rise all the way up and reach. Step back with your right toes. And you're gonna dip into the knee as you twist to the left. Good, inhale up. Exhale, dip and twist left. Good, inhale up. Exhale, dip and twist, hold here. Drop very slowly, maybe gracefully into that right knee. And reach forward over the left knee, letting the right hand come outside of it. If the elbow connects, take the palms to touch. And then spin those ribs even deeper. Slowly, you're going to take the hands to the earth, framing the foot. You can tent the fingers or plant the palms. Press back through your heel, lift up off of that knee. And just find this lunge. So you're feeling here across the inner hip and hip flexor, left and right respectively. Slowly send that left foot back to your plank pose. Drop your knees. Send your knees and your shins as wide as the mat and come into this wide child's pose. Walk the hands out. Again, forehead does not have to touch the earth, but perhaps it touches blocks or books. And we walk the palms to touch. Bending the elbows, sending the thumbs to the nape of the neck. And feeling that right between the shoulder blades. Slowly release those hands. Rise all the way up, hands underneath your shoulders. Once again, walk your knees under the hips. Let the belly draw down, find cow belly. Walk your hands out, happy puppy last time. This time in happy puppy, you can stay wherever feels comfortable. But perhaps with it being the third one, we let the forearms rest down, palms touch. Again, thumbs to nape of neck comes a lot deeper. If that does not work for you, happy puppy will be plenty deep enough. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly release all the way to your belly. One final wring out of the shoulders before we come to seated positions. Right arm is going to reach to the right. I would recommend propping underneath your right temple or ear, because your left hand will now come beside your ribs as you press over onto your right hip. And simply allow that shoulder to wring out. You're going to feel deep stretch across the front of the shoulder and maybe a little compression through that right upper trap. Slowly come back through center. Take the left arm out to the left, right hand beside you. Again, perhaps propping underneath the left temple. and then roll over to that hip. So now feeling the stretch over the front of the left shoulder. And slowly come right back through center onto the belly. Hands will come underneath your shoulders. Let your thumbs come close to your low ribs, so you're really far back with those hands. Tops of feet glued to the floor, lengthen your chest up, find cobra pose. Roll the shoulders down the back, tuck your chin slightly, feel neutral through your neck. And then slowly draw back, child's pose. So we're gonna take a movement with breath series. You'll inhale, lengthen through your cow belly, and then exhale, slide down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen up through cobra, and exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, shift forward, hug the elbows in, lower down. Inhale, rise up, and exhale back to child's pose. Last time, lengthen through the belly, breathe in. Slide forward and down, breathe out. Lengthen up, breathe in. And back, breathe out. Find a full breath cycle here in child's pose. And slowly begin to walk your hands back. You're now seated on your heels. And I'll come sideways so you get a little bit better view. Seated on the heels here. We're going to take rabbit pose. So we'll tuck the chin in. So now if you had that grapefruit, you're squeezing all the juice out of the grapefruit, right? So you're tucking the chin in as deeply as it will go. Let your hands rest beside you. And then from there, imagine you're squeezing toothpaste out of a tube from the bottom up. So you're rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And maybe you hang out right here. What you should be feeling is rounding across the back, right? If you can go deeper, you try and touch the forehead to the tops of the knees. Wherever you are, you're here for 2 more breaths. Should feel deep rounding across the entire spine. And if the forehead is in touch with the knees, the little bunny tail lifts up. This is, after all, rabbit pose. And we slowly release as we come to sit on the heels one last time. From here, let the left arm lift up. You're going to take the left hand behind your back like you're patting yourself on the back between the blades. You're going to take the right hand up so the elbow bends, right? And perhaps the fingertips touch. They may not, and if they don't, that's fine. You can grab hold of your shirt just so you have traction. And then think about stitching your ribs toward one another. And you'll feel a stretch across the front of that right shoulder and across the tricep on the left arm. Slowly release, take both arms up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, drop the right hand behind your back like you're patting yourself on the back. Bring the left hand up, bending the elbow. Now on this side, my fingers don't touch, so I'm going to use my shirt. Feeling a stretch across the front of the left shoulder and the tricep on the right arm. Don't forget to stitch the ribs together so the ribs don't pop open. From here, rise the arms up. Interlace your hands. Drop the chin to the chest and hug the elbows around the temples. Feeling that stretch over the back of the neck. Turn your chin to the left side. Feel the twist in the left side of the neck. Drop the chin through center. Turn to the right side. Feel the twist on the right side of the neck. and back through center. Releasing hands to knees. Right ear comes to right shoulder. Now, just as we did at the beginning, right hand is going to come up over left side of head. But you're going to take the left fingertips and imagine you could reach out and across the floor, so the left. You won't touch the floor, but imagine you could reach there. You're going to feel the stretch come deeper across that shoulder. Release the chin to the chest, the hands to the thighs. Left ear will come to left shoulder, left hand over right side of head, and right hand reaches as if you're reaching out across the floor. Slowly release, chin to chest, hands to thighs. One deep breath in, shoulders roll up. Full breath out, shoulders roll down, head levels, and we're going to come to seated. From here, your hands are going to come behind. In fact, you know what? If I turn sideways, hands will come behind you, fingers face backward, okay? We're going to take a reverse tabletop pose. So you're going to push into your hands, lift up through your hips, and feel your shoulder blades draw toward one another. Squeeze, 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 chin stays slightly tucked, and then release down. From here, draw the hips forward toward your heels, push into the floor with the heel of the hand, and feel the stretch come across the front of the chest, and that squeeze, that little compression between the blades. Turn your fingers in, drop down to forearms with bent elbows. Let your legs extend out, and press into your forearms as you lift the chest up and let the head drop heavy. So you should feel this compression right between the shoulder blades and right where the shoulder blades and the neck meet. So taking this little modified fish pose. Keep pushing into the elbows, broaden across the chest. And slowly, slowly release, kind of rounding the low back as you rise back up to seated and come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, drop that right hand to the left knee, or right hand behind you, left hand to right knee. Ring out and twist and take that gaze over your right shoulder. So as you ring out through the upper spine, through the neck, you should feel that come down between the blades. Inhale, come through center, and exhale, take it in the other direction. Right hand over left knee, really twist that gaze over that left shoulder. And slowly back through center. Let's take the soles of the feet to touch. Hands will come to ankles or shins. Lift your chest up as you breathe in and round your spine as you breathe out. Good. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we round. Last time, inhale, lift. Now as you exhale and round, take that rounding all the way through the spine by tucking your chin. Head hangs heavy. Hold here for 3, 2, and on 1, send the chest forward over those knees, so right between the knees, and let your head drop heavy. So there's not a lot of, oftentimes we lengthen the chest here. We're not looking to do that. We're really looking to let the muscles of the back and the neck kind of drape around the bones. Imagine heavy, wet silk just draping around bone. And slowly walk those hands back. We're going to extend out through the left leg and take the right knee bent so that the heel is in line with the outer hip from the side. From there, one more twist as you grab hold of the right knee with the left hand and ring out over that knee. One more time, take the gaze over the shoulder. Slowly come back through center. Send the upper body between the right knee and that open space and just fold forward. Grabbing hold of knee, shin, ankle, or foot. You'll feel some compression through that right hip. And coming back through center, slide the sole of the left foot to the floor and take the hands behind the knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, round your spine out. Inhale, we lift. Good, exhale, round. Last time, lift up. And as you exhale, right leg will come long. Left heel in line with outer hip. Find the twist to begin. So wringing out through all of the muscles of the spine when we do this. And coming back through center, you'll fold right inside of that left knee, letting the hands come down to either knee, shin, ankle, or foot. And just feeling a little compression through that left hip. You'll find that when the body does challenge itself with new techniques of movement, such as, some abdominal work that we discussed at the beginning, the musculature through the spine, they're called the erector spinae muscles, that run from the tailbone up through the base of the skull, those tense up, and that's what we've been trying to stretch all day with this twisting. Let's come back through center. You're going to send the soles of the feet to the floor. Hug your shins so much that your feet hover up off of the floor. Tuck your belly in, round all the way down to the earth, and take those knees into the chest. And simply rock a little bit here from side to side. Now you might find it more comfortable to prop your head a little bit. Otherwise, head of head to the floor is fine. Let's take the sole of the left foot down to the earth and take that right knee a little bit deeper into the chest. Cross the right ankle over the left knee in your figure four and let the knees fall to the right side of the room. Perhaps the arms open up wide if that feels right on your body. And take the gaze over your left shoulder if that feels right. Inhale, draw those legs through center, both knees into the chest. This time, instead of rocking, find circles to your left. 3 circles. Let the sole of the right foot draw down. Left knee comes in toward the chest. Little compression through that hip. And cross the left ankle over the right knee as your knees fall to the left and your gaze comes over your right shoulder. Slowly back through center, soles of both feet to the earth. Hands are going to interlace right behind the back of your head as if you're going to do a sit-up, okay? We're not going to do a sit-up right now. But you are going to tuck the chin to your chest, using your hands to pull up, elbows wrapping around temples. Push that chin to the chest, hold 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Knees come into chest, navel to spine as you roll up. Try and tuck forehead to knees. Hold 3, 2, and on 1, relax the upper body and send the legs up. No effort here. Just releasing blood flow. Feeling the weight of the bones settle into the sockets. and starting to allow the body to surrender into the mat. Whenever you're comfortable and when you're ready, allow your legs to drop and extend down your mat, letting the hands come by your sides with the palms face up. And finding the place where you can be most still. Taking a moment to scan your body as you notice any places that could soften a little bit deeper, particularly the jawline, the corners of the eyes and the space between the brows. Feeling any tension that might remain in the body, simply release and melt, allowing the earth to absorb any tension and let the body feel neutral. And as the body comes to stillness, allow the mind to do the same. And if it helps, today we'll take our mind's eye to the center of the chest. And imagine a single point of light. Imagine that light at the chest expanding with each breath in and radiating over the body, out through tips of fingers, tips of toes, and crown of head with every exhale. Expanding, filling, shining bright on the inhale, radiating beautiful white light on the exhale. And if your mind wanders, take each inhale as an opportunity to focus again on that white light, expanding and releasing. Slowly allow your body to come back to gentle awareness. Simply noticing your breath. And allowing the breath to bring movements into fingers and toes, circling ankles and wrists, finding any final stretches that feel right in the body. And gently finding your way to a comfortable seated position with eyes closed. As you arrive, take a moment to notice any changes you might feel physically or energetically. Changes in the quality of the breath and the state of the mind. And I'll reflect on actually an Abraham Lincoln quote that's applicable to our mat. Force is all conquering, but its victories are short-lived. The key is moderation. When it comes to applying moderation on the mat, this quote pretty much says it all. We have to be willing to give time, to be patient. By cramming in 10 years worth of practice to just a couple of years or months, we won't do ourselves any favors. Moderation on the mat is about finding a practice that is sustainable and finding a practice that supports our life off the mat as well. Only in moderation on the mat can we find steady and sweet, firm and relaxed, focused and effortless life off the mat. I invite you to draw the arms up as you breathe in, and draw the palms to touch in front of center chest as you breathe out. I'll seal our practice together with a single round of Om, inhaling. Surrendering the head to the heart as you swallow in the back of your throat. Raising your thumb knuckles to third eye center forehead. All that is light and love in me honors and shines to all that is light and love in each of you. Thank you as always for practicing. Namaste.